Good day, mall railroaders. This is Southern 207 coming at you with another live update. Well, not live. You get the idea. I've been busy on the cleanup stage here. And this is for Vinny and anybody else who is concerned about me. First off the bat, I am wearing shoes. Second off the bat, I have been busy on the cleanup side. I still have a little ways to go, but things are slowly progressing. And as you notice, back here, which is a real bad area, you can even see the plywood subfloor. And I still got a bunch of things to work on, which one of them being, I've got the beginnings of the solar lights, which I just got one of the batteries revived, which, if you guys want me to do a video on it, please speak up in the comments. But that's what the inside of these sealed leaded acid batteries, which that's how they look when you buy them. Or in my case, you can see that one's starting to get that calcified look, so I got to break out baking soda and vinegar on it. But what I did was just add run-of-the-mill Kroger purified drinking water, which I checked online. It's fine because it's spring water. So far, I don't know how well you can see it, but the charge light is still on. And it's currently going on about 7 o'clock here on the eastern coast. Well, Hampton Roads area. But I've checked the voltage going into them. 13 volt. Or 13.8 volt, which is a sign it's getting a full charge. I am in the process, however, of getting the upper deck starting to get everything cleaned up. This is the next major area I gotta tackle, which including the old workbench, which I gotta get out, get it on casters. Oh well, one step at a time. Now, as far as repair jobs I got currently, Mike, the one who has contacted me on the Southern RS3 HO I have, that'll be going down to you as well as your other locomotive in the next few days. The GP7, I'm going to be picking up a chassis for it at this show, because I've already talked to somebody who has one and will be there, and he's already set it aside for me. Preferably, I'm going to make sure it's one of the new or ready to roll chassis. And Hot Rod Rodney, inside that toolbox, this is switches, and I got 3 coal cars heading your way. That's HO also. Now, as far as Cheryl Chrome, as soon as I get the following switches built, this one, which is, mind you, that's an Atlas, but I'm going to leave everything connected as I had to for this, because this is one of the Atlas turnouts, which is something that you guys may have to do, which is essentially drill and drop a feeder wire to the inner stock rails, because I don't know how well you guys are going to be able to see this. Those little contacts in there have a tendency of getting gunked up easy. And by doing that, running a wire from there to the inside rail, now you solder them on this side, outside and outside here. Yeah, that one there I definitely need to do. What it does is it gives you continuity through that whole switch, which is essentially what I've done here. if you look close enough here, if you notice I got a gap here, the frog's completely isolated. When you come down here, that's solid to there, solid to there. Same here, after the gap. Solid to there, solid to there. This up from this point where you see that cut in the rail that goes all the way through. The frog is going to be separately powered. And just so you're aware, for any newcomers are watching my channel for the first time, I'm going to go through and give you a bare basic. And yes, I do know I got some work to do on this turnout. I spotted that blob right there. That'll be fixed. But basic parts of a quote-unquote switch, which the railroad term is actually turnout. You got your two stock rails, which are your rails leading up to the switch points, or turnout points in this case. The points are the only moving part of a switch, which is what I'm moving now. And in this case, as you can see, I have what they call a hinge point, which is the way prototype ones are. Then you got your diverging rails there. Then that leads into the area known as the frog, which on the prototype, that's one massive casting. Then you got your guardrails on the other side of the frog, which in this situation I had to make excessively long because I'm installing a second running loop up here for a combination of a couple reasons. Which that's going to go around to there, back around, and right where the double slip switch is, which is an old Roco one. Which, yes, this is safe to use on DCC. I've talked with North Raleigh Unitrack. They've used them. They had no problems. And basically all this is 4 switches crammed into the space of one. And across what they call a diamond. Which, for those people who aren't unfamiliar with why they are called a diamond, the center of it resembles a diamond for obvious reasons. And that's number 30 degree Atlas crossing, aka diamond. But getting back to this, I might set this inner loop up, which is going to be a part of the steel mill scene up here on my upper deck. Which, if anybody's new to the channel, please drop a comment in the comments below, and I'll be more than happy to answer any questions. But I'm willing to go into detail if anybody wants any details on anything I'm doing here. But you guys can see I am working on cleaning things up in here. Which brings up the following thing. As a quick reminder, since today's October 1st, this is right down Virginia Beach Convention Center, 1029th Street, which is, if you're coming into Virginia Beach on 64, it's physically right there on your right hand side as you're coming in. It's the big building right before you come up to the river, and plus there's enough signs there where if you miss it, you need to go turn your license in. But I will be working at this show with Boston and Albany Hobbies, which is one of the vendors I frequently use. Which I've also spoke with another vendor who was up in Richville, PA, B&B Hobby Supplies up in Bridgeville. Nick Tingate, if you get to watch this, he's only 20 minutes away from Washington, PA, which I know you're towards Harrisburg, so he's probably closer to you. But the address on here is his warehouse. He's not running a brick and mortar anymore. All of his he's doing mail order and shows only. But he carries LEDs, pretty much everything that we need. So minus track. Well, he does carry Atlas Flex Track. I'm not certain about Pico turnouts or Atlas turnouts. I know my buddy at Boston and Albany Hobbies does. But he doesn't carry... B&B Hobby Supplies does not carry any DCC stuff. He does, however, carry HOKD to G-scale KD couplers, as well as trucks. So does Boston and Albany. But he normally doesn't dabble with that. But just so you guys are aware, I have helped him out at shows in the past, but I'm not getting paid for advertising them. So you guys do know that I work for him, but I'm not being paid to advertise. So this is free advertising for them, and they both know it. In fact, that's the type of person I am. If it's a good person I know, I'll advertise the hell out of them. But currently, I'm still in planning phase on this section of the layout. Carlson Yard will be the next scene to be done as soon as I get some track taken care of, which, as you can see, I've been busy with the foam again, which I need to go pick up a couple more cans of that stuff and finish filling in some cracks, as well as filling in a couple areas that you can see down there that are still raw steel panels, because we're starting to get 50-degree temperatures here in the mornings. Which, one nice thing with the solar power means I'm gonna have freed up some more current, because the funny thing is, I've actually got the stuff here already for a makeshift heater. 550 watts, 10 amp. That little unit is probably going to be more than sufficient to heat this place. Which I know for a fact that that beast up there won't be enough to run that. So hopefully, if things work out right, I'll have it. But the lower deck is going to be the next thing. It'll be scenic. The upper deck I'll probably be blitzing on until track and wiring is done. So I'm trying to go slow so you guys don't get sick. But just so you guys are aware, this will probably be the next video up. Will probably be at least another week or two till that show, which I'll try and do a few more videos between now and then. But I will try and record some of that show. And also, if anybody needs something, I will be at the show, and all you have to do is at southern207@yahoo.com. That's my email. And for those that need it wrote out, then the little @ yahoo.com. SOUTHERN 207 at yahoo.com. I'll be at that show technically Friday, Saturday, and Sunday because I'm going to be helping set up. But as of right now, in the first show I'll be helping Bill Acorn, aka B&B Hobby Supplies, will be December at the earliest, and I'll be at the Richmond show. So you guys are aware that show will be another one I'll be helping out at. But this is Southern 207 out, and have a safe week.